and heroes.
I told you to do
She
the
taught them in
job.
secret,
Sorry,
hoping that they might destroy
No,
the children
don't
of sisters
sorry.
and overthrow the king.
Okay.
They are few, and they have failed.
Too late.
Her seal was
Sorry.
Zakib, hope, for she was doomed to know what she could not achieve.
Slap.
The seven brides,
Dad, okay.
sealed forever. The legions of the children spread out and added their strength to the war. Worlds that had resisted the dark gods of the king fell under the weight of ceaseless assault. The roots of the tree rotted, festered with the king's spawn. The ways became treacherous and poisoned to where travel could only be made by the blessed, the brave, and the mad. The king's realm grew fat with damned souls, and the places of rest waned in strength. Few souls managed to escape that fate, but even in death, many still fought. Many gods fell to the service of the king. The grinding machinery of the factory, who consumed all, lent its mindless strength in blood, in steel. The king on the gallows, he who was hung, tore at the tree north from the prince of many faces, warped the wills of mortals, and Moloch the horned one brought forth their shame. Many more whose names had been erased also served. The king's many more servants recreated the establishment of his line in living effigy. It shall not be said that the king was unopposed to his conquests. Many gods and heroes among mortals struck back at the invasions of their worlds, serving under countless banners. But they fell in time, and their ages are past, and they are as blood and dust. The king and his armies approach the taproots. The century rules, in all his wrath, and all his hate, and all his spite. He reaches out to corrupt, and consume, and destroy. Even now, his presence is felt. Time slips away. The brass goddess is broken. The serpent has fled. The heroes are gone. The children of Ahabat have been slaughtered at last. The king's servants are already here, making straight the path for his arrival. With this arrival, the tree shall die, and all creation shall die with it.
You got
High above, the brothers of death watch the war unfold, hovering over the depths, as they always have. They know the outcome of war, for they are the end of all things, but they do not speak of it. There is little more to be said.
35 cents.
End of file. To learn more about the SCP Foundation, subscribe to SCP Orientation today and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any of our videos.
Come on. I'm gonna buy extra milk, so buy extra milk because that's what he likes.
Meat from plants?
Okay. Let's buy some toilet paper because he's like, hey girl, you didn't buy some toilet paper, I'm gonna smack you and stuff like that. He does like pineapple.
SCP-039. Object
cereal
class.
because he likes
Euclid.
cereal.
Special containment procedures. All instances of SCP-039 are to be contained in Site-77's Wilderness Observation Chamber 2B.
Sounds like your dad.
At least 2 security personnel are to monitor the interior and exterior of SCP-039's chamber, and are to rotate every 6 hours. Staff members may not access SCP-039's chamber without an accompanying escort from Site Security, and may only do so.
The money. You can just put it in the cash register. Thank you. Have a nice day.
SCP-18.
Thank you. Bye.
Object class, Euclid. Special containment procedures. SCP-18 is to be contained in its specialty metal restraint inside of a 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter sealed box, lined with heavy synthetic padding. The sealed box is then submerged in the center of the 10 meter by 10 meter by 10 meter polyethylene holding tank. If SCP-18 is to break free from the holding box, the polyethylene-based goo will slow down kinetic activity enough to prompt a retrieval by containment personnel. Personnel entering SCP-18's chamber are to wear specialized clothing found inside of SCP-18 observation and a breathing apparatus before being lowered into the polyethylene tank. If SCP-18 is loose outside of the polyethylene tank, personnel are advised to secure themselves in a separate room and close doorways or hatches to isolate SCP-18 until containment teams arrive. Description.
Like you were.
SCP-18
Oh, no,
is the
I'm just
appearance
saying,
of a
just a
Super
little
Bowl
upset.
made by the Wham-O Company in 1969. It is 6 centimeters in diameter and colored red.
Kidding.
Found when the company was hired to clean out a warehouse that had Wham-O merchandise in it.
Good.
SCP-18 was noted to be able to bounce with extreme height.
And I got extra
At first
milk.
thought to be a pleasant child's toy,
What's that last
SCP-18 was able to bounce
It's
with over
orange.
200% efficiency.
I didn't tell you
That
to
is,
get one.
if dropped 1 meter,
I
it
didn't
will
tell you
bounce
to
2,
get an orange.
then 4, then 8,
Well, I had
then
just
16.
enough money for it, and
The
it's
ball
only
soon became a
$9.20.
dangerous projectile, reaching speeds
I
estimated at
throw
over
away that
100
orange
kilometers an
unless you
hour,
eat it.
and damaging property and injuring 5 in the city of...
I want to save
It came to a rest after several days in the nearby lake.
We don't save anything in this
It was
house.
retrieved by SCP personnel.
No,
Due
go
to
to the
speed of the
desert!
object and the total
Yes,
surprise by its
Dad.
victims. No cover-up story was required or initiated. Document 18-04. Message to 05-
And mop the floors when
I
you're
hope you
done.
did as well. The reason I write to you is because I
Okay.
believe I have found a more effective method for retrieving new or escaped SCP
You
objects.
talking to yourself?
Yes, I realize we haven't had any
no.
progress in reverse engineering whatever allows
Okay,
this
because
thing
if
to
you
defy
were, I
laws
was
of
about to slap you
thermodynamics.
right in the face.
But we have come up with a very effective method for integrating one of those new SCP-A5 armor suits with this. Just hear me out. We implant it into the bottom of a boot, rig up a little bit of a mechanical device, and ta-da! The suit is now capable of jumping well over a building. Also, if the wearer has their foot against something they want dead, well...
Careful, don't break your
leg.
leg.
All I need is permission to modify one of the pre-existing SCP-A5 suits. And you'll be able to actually capture plus any other escaped SCP objects. Trust me, when have I let you down? Dr.
And now they can jump
Document
really high.
18-06. Letter to Dr. Upon assignment,
Taking your shoes.
Agent was issued your modified SCP-A5 armor.
I'm gonna take your
Retrieving
shoes.
SCP, and the results are mixed. Agent was able to place the collar onto SCP,
What are you doing?
chase it through the Amazon,
Nothing.
and restrain it by
Oh, no.
dismemberment. However, due to a malfunction of your little mechanical device, he was launched almost a mile into the air and suffered 2 broken legs, 7 broken ribs, a missing arm, and a skull fracture upon hitting the water of Lake on the way
I
back
just
down.
really tired.
We'll fix that before I authorize your armor for common use. Document 18-11. Message to 05. Don't
Keep
worry,
the
it's
bucket
fixed.
next.
But I have some more ideas. If I could be granted the use of some water from SCP-6, SCP, and possibly SCP, I can deliver you a set of SCP-A5 armor and an agent that can capture any, if not all, rogue or unattained SCPs. All I'm waiting on is your approval. Item number, SCP-066. Object class, Euclid
That
Impetus.
pill was
Special containment
SCP-500, the pill that
procedures.
cures everything.
SCP-066 is to be kept in a safe deposit box at Site-21.
That's the
Personnel
foundation.
able to or hire may perform experiments on SCP-066 after filing the relevant request forms. Researchers may log their results in Experiment Log 066 data.
Gotta do all the chores.
Note.
Tina does it.
Special containment procedures have been modified.
When I heard
The
that, I
following
got
now
very,
applies.
very mad.
SCP-066 is to be kept in a
Man, she
tungsten
doesn't do
carbide box
anything. I
in
have to
Site-21's
wash
high-value item
dishes,
storage
clean the
facility.
floor.
Once every month, this box
to
must be
that.
manually inspected for damage to the interior. SCP-066 consistently destroys any recording devices placed inside its containment box.
Oh,
If
the
damage is
needle
present,
box.
SCP-066 must be moved to a new box.
Useless.
This task is performed via a robotic
Actually,
arm,
no.
capable of
That
performing the
would
task
go
in
for my
under
daughter
3
because she's a
seconds.
little baby.
Description. SCP-066 is an amorphous
Sure, I'll
mass
keep it
of braided yarn and ribbon, weighing approximately 1
Oh, nice
kilogram.
hat.
Strands of SCP-066 may be taken individually and manipulated. When
Oh,
this is
this
done,
stuff is
a note on the
pretty
diatonic
darn
scale,
useful.
C, D, E, F, G, A, B, is produced by the object. When a set of 6 or more notes are produced, SCP-066 will produce an effect of varying nature and duration. SCP-066 will not respond to manipulation while any effect produced by it is in progress. Prior to Incident 066-2, results have included SCP-066 transformed into a small calico kitten for 17 minutes. The kitten exhibited significant friendliness and playfulness and appeared to be declawed. A song lasting 4 minutes. Acoustic guitar with vocal accompaniment by singer-songwriter. The lyrics warned the listener not to use sharp objects without parental supervision.
Can't call it.
Nature has always inspired us. And when you work in nature, you are inspired every day.
Warned the listener not to use sharp objects without parental supervision.
Go clean the house
A
and
small
the.
cupcake, chocolate with chocolate frosting, and a lit
Hey,
candle
Dad,
stuck
where
in
are
the
these
top.
toys? They're
Notably,
toys from
the tones produced prior to this effect corresponded to the opening notes of Happy Birthday.
You're not allowed to use them.
SCP-066 became responsive after said cupcake was consumed. Incident 066-2.
Humming.
On April 18th, 2008, D-066-4437 was instructed to use a pair of scissors to remove a portion of SCP-066 for testing. However, when he began to cut it, SCP-066 rolled 1 meter away from him before stopping and making an unidentified squeaking sound. Before he could be provided with further instruction, D-066-4437 attempted to cut it again. SCP-066 rolled away and produced the phrase, "Are you Eric?" in response. After D-066-4437 replied in the negative, SCP-066 morphed into its present state and began emitting loud, dissonant staccato notes until D-066-4437 was escorted from the room. After Incident 066-2, SCP-066 began to exhibit behavior highly inconsistent with its previous properties. SCP-066 now displays significant mobility, primarily in the form of being able to move tentacular portions of itself at very high speed. While SCP-066 is either unable or unwilling to use this ability for transportation, it will occasionally attempt to damage its containment by rubbing its strands against the side of the box, gradually wearing it down. This process appears to be unusually effective for the materials in consideration. Additionally, SCP-066 will automatically produce notes and effects in the presence of any human, regardless of whether that human interacts with SCP-066. This process takes a minimum of 6 seconds. In the aftermath of Incident 066-2, effects produced by SCP-066 have included: a single bee was released near the containment, stinging D-4436 before flying away. The bee was not captured. It is unknown how the bee survived. Beethoven's Second Symphony was playing at over 140 decibels, causing permanent deafness in 3 personnel and permanent hearing damage in 8 others. The room containing SCP-066 experienced a sudden and complete absence of light for 5 hours. Personnel in the room reported hearing loud breathing behind their shoulders, although no source was apparent. When it is not producing anomalous effects, SCP-066 will say the name Eric constantly in a deep, masculine voice.
Item number
SCP-120. Object class. Safe. Special containment procedures. Due to its importance to the Foundation, SCP-120 is to be kept under video surveillance and armed guard at all times. Any personnel attempting to utilize the item without authorization are to be terminated immediately. All personnel wishing to use the item are required to submit a filled copy of the application form to facility operators. Due to the precise timing and coordination required for efficient use of this object in an emergency, all personnel entering SCP-120's building are placed under temporary command of the facility heads, Captain, Security Detachment L4, and Dr. Research Team L4. All destination locations are to be kept under surveillance and armed guard. They are valuable to the Foundation, but are non-critical, but any compromised destination must be immediately reported to SCP-120 personnel. Distributed Task Force Sigma-6, Puddle Jumpers, was created with the objective of protecting and maintaining SCP-120's facility and location outposts. It consists of one command unit and one defense and maintenance unit based at the SCP-120 facility at Command, 5 units based at the destination locations, plus 5 reserve units for these, and 5 units assigned to other SCP-120 related projects. Description: SCP-120 appears to be a small child's paddling pool, pastel pink in coloration, with an inner diameter of approximately 2.